If you don't know what the Poshmark Closet Clearout sale is, or if you've tried to use it in the past and it just didn't work out for you, stick around because I am about to demystify all of that for you. I will get started with just giving a complete rundown, the ins and outs, rules and regulations that come along with the Poshmark Closet Clearout, and then we'll get into a demo where I will share my screen and just explain the 3 different ways to use Poshmark Closet Clearout to make more sales. Closet Clearout is a sale that Poshmark runs every single week. On this day, if you lower the price of 1 or more of your items in your closet, Poshmark will send out notifications to all the likers of those items, letting them know that you have dropped the price of your item, but also that if they decide to buy, they will get discounted shipping. The best part of all of this is that the rest of the shipping will be paid by Poshmark. It will not come out of your earnings. Now, as of right now, the standard shipping cost is about $7.49. Shipping does go up slightly at the beginning of each year. I've been on Poshmark for several years and it's always been this way. The buyer will always pay $4.99 shipping on closet clearout days, and the rest will be paid by Poshmark. Even when shipping prices go up, it seems to work this way. Normally, this sale runs 2 times a week, and usually it's on Friday and Sundays. Although sometimes Poshmark will increase that to 3 times a week, especially when there is a holiday. So Poshmark Clearout sales will be on Friday, Sunday, and the day that the holiday lands on. But sometimes they will replace either Friday or Sunday for that holiday day. You will know that the sale is going on by going onto your Poshmark app. There at the bottom, you will choose that little bell icon that says news, and at the top you see a colorful banner. That is where Poshmark notifies you of sales, of giveaways, and any special promotions going on that day. The thing is that every time you scroll down to refresh the page, that banner will change to something else. So on Friday or Sunday, if you want to check if the closet clearout sale is going on, you may need to refresh a few times to see that notification. You will also get an email to let you know about the sale, but that usually comes later on in the day. I like to know first thing in the morning. So every Friday and Sunday, that's the first thing I check to see if it is a closet clearout day. That way I can start using it right away. Before you start using this selling tool though, there are some rules and regulations that you need to know in order to use it the right way. First and foremost, in order for Poshmark to discount shipping and to pay their part of it for the buyer, you must drop the price of an item by at least 10%. But that is 10% off of the lowest historical price of that item. It is not 10% off your current price. And if you're having a hard time understanding what the difference is between those two and how to even know, don't worry, because later on in the demo portion of the video, I will share my phone screen and explain more in depth what that means. Another important thing to know is that only sales $10 and above will qualify. So after you go in and you do your 10% price drop, your listing must be sitting at least $10 for that shipping discount to work. And unfortunately, as of right now, this sale does not apply to any bundles. It will only work on single listings. It also will not apply to any new likers. The notification for the price drop and the shipping discount will only go out to anyone who had liked the item before you price dropped. And lastly, buyers have only 6 hours to take advantage of the sale. So right after you price drop an item, the clock starts ticking, and if they do not purchase within 6 hours, the offers will expire. Now that you know all the details of what Closet Clearout is and all the rules that come with it, let's get into how to actually use it. Method number 1 is to drop the price of a single item at a time. And to do that, you would just go on the app, go to your closet, and then you will just click on any listing. I'm going with this black long sleeve dress right here. The next thing you want to do is tap on that little piece of blue text at the bottom right that says offer/price drop. And we're going with that second option where it says edit listing price public. And that will take you straight to your listing price section of this listing. From there, you can either manually input a new price by deleting the old one and then inputting a new one, or you can let Poshmark do all the work for you by tapping that little small calculator off to the right hand side. And as you can see, they lay it all out for us here. Our current price is $20 and we're going to drop it by 10%, which will make it $18. Then I would just click apply suggested, click next at the top right, and go ahead and list this item. Now here at the top of my closet is this item that I just price dropped. If today was closet clear out day and if this item had any likers, they would all receive a notification. But just to demonstrate the difference between lowest historical price and current price, I'm going to go back into the listing, tap this offer price drop blue button at the bottom right, go to edit the listing price again, and I'm going to put the price back up to $20, which is what it was previously, and I will go ahead and list it. Now let's say it's weeks later and I want to take advantage of this sale and activate shipping discount on this item again. Then I would go through the same process. I will click this blue button, go to edit listing price again, and I'm going to click that calculator once more. And as you can see, the suggested price is not $18 like it was previously, because it is taking 10% off $18, which is the lowest historical price. It is not taking 10% off $20, which is the current price. So if you are using this method, just keep that in mind. Poshmark will always work off of the lowest historical price, and the only way to bypass that is to relist your item altogether. One of the pros with this method is that you do have that little calculator tool, which will allow you to always see your lowest historical price, so you don't have to guess. The other pro is that you have more control over your pricing. Since you'll be manually editing each one, you can decide one by one about how much you'd like to reduce your price to. Maybe if they're super older items, you don't care to reduce it 15, maybe even 20%, but the newer items, you may want to keep it at just 10%. But the con here is that if you plan on dropping the price of lots of items, it will be a lot more time consuming to go in and edit each one individually, especially compared to method number 2, which is bulk price drop. This method is going to be way faster than the first one, especially when you do it on a computer, which is the way I normally do it. But since I have my phone out right here, I will go ahead and show you how it works on the phone. The first thing you want to do is go to your profile, which is at the bottom right, that little person with the @ symbol below it. And then you want to make sure to select My Closet. This next step is not completely necessary, but before moving on to the next step, I like to add a couple filters to my closet. To add filters, you will click the cone looking icon that's right below that word that says boutique. The first filter I like to add is the sort filter. Instead of just shared, I'm going to switch it to just in. Going back to that cone to change the second filter that I like to change, and that is availability, and that is towards the bottom. So instead of all, I'm going to switch it to available items only. And the next thing we have to do is tap that tools icon at the top right. Here we have different options and seller tools that Poshmark has available. The one we want to do is edit listing price, which is the very last option. With this tool, you can either raise or you can drop the price of your item. In this case, we're going to drop, and we're going to drop by 10%. So after selecting those two options, I will just tap next here at the top right. And now your closet is ready to be price dropped. Underneath each of your listings, it will give you some information like the new price that will be added to your listing after the 10% off that you apply, and the net earnings you will receive if this item happens to sell. You can select all by check marking that box at the top left, and that will select all of the listings in your closet. Or you can scroll through and just select a specific few by tapping that little box next to each listing. But what I like to do is scroll all the way to the bottom of my closet. Since I added those two filters beforehand, my closet will be ordered from oldest to newest. My oldest listings will be at the very bottom of my closet. When it's closet clear out, those are the items I'm most interested in moving out by taking advantage of that shipping discount for the buyers. And that is because all of these items at the very bottom of my closet are so old. They've been relisted and price dropped many times and they still have not sold. I'm actually getting ready to delete a lot of these from my shop altogether, but I'm going to go ahead and select a few and continue on with the process just so that you can see how it works. So at the top it tells me that I've selected 6 items. I will go ahead and click that blue drop prices button, and from there you will just double confirm with Poshmark that that is in fact what you want to do. So go ahead and click drop prices, and slowly Poshmark will go through editing all of those prices for you. And again, if today were a closet clear out day, all the likers of all of these items will get notified of the sale. And the pro with this method is that it is the fastest of the 3. There are some cons though, and the first one is that you cannot see your lowest historical price because any listings that you select will be dropped by the percent you chose to begin with. Whereas if you do method number 1 and you do them individually, you can decide one by one your new listing price. And that is also the case with this next method, method number 3, my favorite, most used method, and that is to send message to likers instead. With this method, the first thing that I do is turn off my sharing tool. I use Flip to share my Poshmark closet daily, but I also use it to send out auto offers to likers. 8 minutes after they like, they get an 18% off offer with $5.95 discounted shipping. But when I plan to use Closet Clearout to make sales, I go ahead and turn off this feature because on this day, I will be personally sending out all of my offers. The next thing I will do is when I receive a like on an item, I will go send that liker a bundle message. And to do that on your app, you will go again to this news icon, that little bell at the bottom. Tap on that, and then at the top you will have your different options for different kinds of notifications. The ones you want to look at are likes, so we'll go ahead and select that one. From here you will select a liker. I'm going to select this very first one at the top by tapping on her profile picture. The next thing you want to do is tap on her profile picture at the top right hand side. It has a little bag icon next to it, and this will take you to your bundle. So if you had liked items from her shop or added items to a bundle from her shop, this is where you would see them. There would be your bundled items at the top, and then at the bottom where there is this heart icon will be all the items you've liked from her shop. But that is not what we want. What we're looking for is her bundle from your shop. To get to that, you have to switch this from buyer mode to seller mode. And to get to that, you're going to tap the 3 little dots at the top right hand side. The 4th option says switch to sell view, and it has a little squiggly arrow line next to it. That's where you're going to tap, and that will lead you to her bundle from your shop. If she had bundled items, they would be here at the top where the bag icon is, and at the bottom will be all of her likes from your closet. Before you send out the bundle message, go ahead and add their liked item to their bundle first. There is a bag icon with a little plus symbol next to it here below the item. When you tap that, it will move it to their bundle. Then you can go ahead and type out a message right beside your profile picture, it says add comment. And here you will type out a short, concise, and clear message. Those are my biggest tips. You want to keep it to the point while at the same time being very clear about what it is you are offering. Let them know that Poshmark will give them discounted shipping if you lower the price of the item. Tell them what the new price would be for them and ask them if they are interested. And that's it. From here, all you have to do is wait for a response. Some people will not answer at all. Some will tell you, no, thank you, I will pass. But a lot of the time, people will agree. They will answer back and say, sure, let's do it. They'll be happy that you let them know about the sale. If someone does agree, all you have to do is go back to method number 1, where you will edit the public price of the listing and drop it down to whatever you guys agreed on. And from there, they will receive a notification with their offers. And if all goes well, you will have just made a sale with discounted shipping that you did not have to pay. The biggest pro with this method is that it is a lot more effective because you are directly messaging these buyers. Users on Poshmark get so many notifications all throughout the day. I mean, it depends on which ones you have on. You can choose what you want to get notified about, but for the most part, people just leave them by default however the app comes, and they get notified about offers, about follows and shares, and now even Posh shows. But when it comes to direct messages, they happen a lot less often. And if I'm not mistaken, Poshmark will also send out an email when you have a bundle message. So that's 2 notifications giving you a higher chance to get a response back from these buyers. For that and many more reasons, in my opinion, this message approach leads to a lot more sales with Closet Clearout. Another big pro is that you get to keep your historical price a lot higher, because if the liker never responds or if they don't want to take advantage of the deal, you won't have to bother going to your listing and lowering the price of your item, which is the case with method 1 and 2. You lower the price hoping someone will buy, but who knows if they ever will. And now you have just lowered your lowest historical price. So the next time Closet Clearout rolls around, you will have to lower your price even further. But with this method, you get to keep that price up higher to take advantage of it next time someone likes the item on a Closet Clearout day. And another pro that I can think of here is that just like with method number 1, you will have more control of your pricing. Since you will be sending out these messages one by one, you can choose how much you want to drop the price of your item on each individual one, as opposed to doing a big bulk edit and you can't decide on your older items versus your newer items how much you'd like to price drop. But there is a con here, and that is that it is time consuming. I mean, you are saving time by not having to go in and edit prices on Closet Clearout day and then no one ends up buying, then you have to raise your prices again and all of that. But it is going to take up some time out of your day to go in, check for likes, send out these messages, and if the buyers agree, you'll have to go in, edit the price, and then message them to let them know that you've dropped the price and that the offers have been sent. But you can save a little bit of time there by using a text extender app where you just type in a few characters and the full message will pop up. Most iPhones and Androids have a built-in app that does this on the phones, but if not, you can always go to your app store and search text extender app and use that to help you save a little bit of time. I like to use TextBlaze, but that is only on the computer, which is where I send out most of my messages. So if you plan to do the same, make sure to check out that TextBlaze extension for the computer. The info for that will be down in the description. Closet Clearout is just one of the methods that I like to use to attract more sales in my closet. The other is to relist old inventory often. I will leave a video here that shows you exactly how to do that step by step. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure to go watch that video next.